All right, so you need to sit down. Here's the thing. The deputies are in control of the courtroom and you cannot move around out of that box, out of your seat. Do you understand? Hey, well, I know a lot of people.
Me to be as well.
There you go. All right.
You're not him?
No.
Deputy Laura, who is his attorney? He's very chatty.
William Simmons?
Yes. Oh, okay. Let me have Mr. Simmons over here now.
Yeah, you have.
I'll be in the center.
Hey, I appreciate it. We decorated that back room nicely, I think.
I see that. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your client just came in.
Yeah, he came. Yeah, I found when I came in.
All right. I think they are. Deputy Laura, the microphones are working at the desk, correct?
I have us off. But was it turn them on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't
So-
remember if Fernando said that they weren't working.
No, supposedly they fixed them, so
We fixed it.
you should be able to hear everyone.
You should hear Judge, like Judge tap on your mic, the loud one.
Oh, okay.
It works.
So it works. Yay. This is the first time ever. Thank you so much. You're so awesome. Thank you. So Deputy Laura, it amazes me. Who knew that we would go from drinking water out of a hose to bottled water? And so I went to the store today and I said, they have this alkaline water. What should I get? Should I get that? They're like, yes, get the alkaline water. And they have different numbers. One was 6.5, one was 9.5 plus. They're like, get the higher, the better. So I'm going to research and see what all that means because I don't know about that. All right, so we are starting a bench trial here at 9:30. So any attorneys who are ready for the case that you're here for, just approach. And it's Wednesday and everybody's just staring at me, but I do see attorneys in the courtroom. So maybe they're just here to watch the bench trial. Hello.
We had Robin Hernandez yesterday. She didn't show up.
Yes.
I did contact her, told her to be here 9. She's not here. I mean, I'll be excused. I'm going to the impact court.
Oh, no. We're going to take this up now.
Okay.
All right. Can I have a prosecutor? Hello.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Oh, great. Today is Wednesday, right?
Yes.
How could you not be great on a Wednesday? Half the week is almost gone, which
No.
means Monday is right around the corner.
Yeah, you gotta wait until clean time before you get on the great side.
Yes.
I was hopeful more that you were gonna say it's Friday and then maybe I hit my head or something.
No, if I were to say it's Friday, then people would say there's obviously something wrong with her. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3442, State of Texas versus Robin Huerta Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Ron Ross.
All right, this hearing was actually scheduled on August 1st at 9 a.m. The defendant yesterday was a no-show. The defense contacted the bondsman and asked that I recall this for today. Docket was at 9 o'clock. It's 9:08 a.m. Defense, do you know where your client is?
I do not, Judge. I did talk to her yesterday. I told her to be here by 9, no later than 9 today.
All right.
Your Honor, state would ask for a bond forfeiture.
All right, that will be granted, and I'll remand your client without bond. If she makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
And I'm going to impact court. I'll check later and if they need to call me.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes. And you have, who do you have?
Judge, I have Martin Rios, recall this morning.
All right, Mr. Rios, come down, please. Just find you, just 1 second. All right, let me give you your trial date. And have you and the state spoken about trial dates or no?
We have not, Judge.
Do you want to confer with them on a trial date, or you just want me to give you a date?
Judge, if you'll just give us a date, my calendar's rather crowded, so we'll fit it in there somewhere.
All right, you sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
The state will fit it in as well.
All right. So state, you all have impact. What day do you have impact?
Thought that was August 21st. The court coordinated it.
Caroline, do you know it's August 21st impact day?
Yes, August 21st.
All right, so I'll set you off for August 21st. Now, what I can tell you, counsel, is I know that there is a case on August 21st that's older than this case. So that will be up first. And then if that case falls through, then I'll make sure that they don't know this is the next case.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Rios, you'll be back on August 21st. Caroline, can you give him a reset form?
Yeah.
Thank you. And before I excuse you all, are there any motions as far as discovery are on this case?
Judge, I have motions filed on this case. The have not been heard yet, including a speedy motion.
Okay,
They can be run right next to the trial. They can be done the same day.
well, the only thing is when you go to impact, they like the motions already done. Yeah, so if you all want to confer on the motions and see what you can agree on, the speedy trial motion, I'll wait for the 21st because they're going to give you your trial on the 21st, hopefully. So if you all want to confer or you all confer on your pretrial motions, and I may be able to hear those during one of the breaks so we can get those done.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, is there anything else?
No, just confer over the motions and then sign the reset form, you and your client, and then I'll do those motions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
As I was leaving, Ms. Fernandez was just coming in, so she was here.
All right, Caroline. Could I see the file on Hernandez? State on Robin Hernandez, that's Criminal Trial Division. Counsel will confer with you. All right, thank you. And anyone else who's not here, we are starting our bench trial at 9:30. You ready on your plea? All right, and is your client Carlos Romero?
Moreno, Judge.
Moreno?
John.
All right, can I see the parties on John Marino? And Deputy Laura, this is no application. All right, and Mr. Marino, thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court, even though you're going into custody today. I appreciate that. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 0620, State of Texas versus John Marino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Sorry, I forget.
That throws me off when you all do that.
I saw Bob standing there while his lead.
Okay. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I have, Judge.
Did you review that with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment, Mr. Moreno, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
You do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're going with the lesser included offensive assault, the misdemeanor version.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of assault? At least the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault. That's a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
All right, off the record for a moment. Mr. Featherston. Mr. Featherston,
Yes, Your Honor.
our court coordinator is not here today because she has medical issues with the family member she's taking care of, but she just sent me a text and she asked, because I given you what date
The 21st.
of August?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what I can do is, she's telling me September 5th, you'll be number one, but I'll keep it for August just in case that case falls through. So you'll have that, but at the latest, it'll be September 5th. And she says that you would be number one on September 5th.
All right.
So I'll keep you for August. And if things work out, you'll go on that date, but if not, the latest September 5th. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. And I'm sorry, where did I leave off?
You believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding
All right,
of the
Do-
charge.
thank you. Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Marino, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 6 months in the Bexar County Jail, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the lesser included offense of assault, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No comment.
State any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. So what was this about?
Well, I was working for a company, and this dude was real hostile, and it was more on the Islam Christianity type thing, because I worked there, it was owned by Muslim people. My half brothers are Muslim, but I'm a Christian. I barely changed my life 8 years ago, so he was always harassing me. He's a Palestinian immigrant, so he's on that Palestinian.
Well, here's the thing. What I've always was taught, there are many things that you don't discuss at work. One is religion, the other is politics, and the third one is how much money you're being paid.
Right.
So how are you?
Well, he would always question me. How am my half brothers Muslim? Why am I not a Muslim? Why am I a Christian?
Well, the answer to that is that's none of your business.
Yes, I reported it and told your management and all that. He was always aggressive, always talking vulgar, always coming into work like that. And we had an argument. I was throwing out the trash. He yanked the trash can out of my hand. I yanked it back. He struck me and started striking me, and I defended myself.
You know, according to the police report, it says that you were trying to tell him how to do his job. That's the other thing people shouldn't do on jobs, tell people how to do their job unless you're the supervisor.
Right. Well, I was supervising the warehouse part, and he would just come in and take the trash out and stuff. So I would unload the pallets off the forklifts, and I was picking up my mess from the pallets, the plastic wrapping, and he got mad about all that. He was just always very aggressive.
So who ended up losing their job?
Both of us.
Mhm.
At the same time, he lost and I lost financially. He lost financially, and we both lost. So defending myself in that sense, really, I should have walked away maybe, but at the time,
Well, not maybe. I mean, is trash worth having to pay an attorney, having to make bond, and now maybe about to go to the Bexar County Jail
no, it wasn't worth it at all.
over some trash bags? Over people talking about what religion they belong to?
It wasn't worth
All right, State, have you spoken to the complainant in this case? Are they aware?
Yes, Your Honor, previously, Daniel was going to add contact.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, anything else, counsel? All right, the court will find you guilty as previously stated. The court is going to sentence you to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you're at employment, my mom always taught me this when I had my very first job, which was at Walmart. I only worked there a day because that's a rough job. But honestly, here's the thing. I'm a hard worker. but Walmart was very extra that day. So I started my workday at 6 a.m. And that was when Walmart closed at 9 p.m. And so my mom, who had been in the workforce, said, this is when they're to give you your breaks. This is how many breaks you should have. This is how long your lunch break should be. That's what the law is. So I'm there at 6 a.m. I work my work. I'm taking my breaks the way my mom should say. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm thinking, great, I'm going home. No, you know what they did at Walmart? Lock the doors. And then you had to clean up. So everybody who didn't put their clothes back, didn't put the things on the shelf back, we had to stay around and do that. So in the words of Seinfeld, yada, 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 I didn't leave till midnight. My mom was about to break into Walmart because she came to pick me up and the doors were locked. But I say that to say this. When I had that first job, my mom said, do not discuss politics, do not discuss religion, do not discuss how much you make. If you're talking to people at work, she's like, there are two safe topics, the weather and children, if you have any. She's like, that's it. So any other job you get, weather and children, that's it. And when you talk about children, she said, don't tell everybody how to raise their children. Just talk about your own children. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Are you going to take any of his jury with you? All right.
I'm just gonna take it with me, and when they release me, I'll.
All right. Do you have family members here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. He's saving it for you then.
All right, thank you. I'll be in touch.
But Sean, Walmart was not an easy job.
I worked there.
Yeah. It's hard. Yes. And then you know what I tell everybody? If you're shopping at Walmart, do not ever take the first item on the shelf, because whenever you go into Walmart and you see everything lined up, that's a worker who had to come in and turn all items face forward. You need to go to the one behind it. And people, put your stuff back on the shelf.
I'd never take the first one
Yes.
in any, I don't know.
And after that, it was so funny. My friends were saying, Stephanie, you should work at Kmart. You don't have to clean up. You just come in and do your job and leave. That's how I ended up at service merchandise.
That's not bad.
I had another recall today.
Which one is it?
Which was on
Lozano.
marching order.
All right, let me find Lozano. Jose Lozano. Come forward. All right, this is Criminal Trial Division.
Yes,
Have you all discussed the trial date?
we have not. I wasn't sure where we stood today, whether we even left or not.
Jason, this is a theft,
Okay.
300,000 or more.
I'm
Yes.
familiar with it. It's a Daniel's case, but
All right, so I'm assuming
this
this
is out of town.
Yes.
Yes,
Victims witness, Your Honor.
all right. So I don't do special settings, but I will put this on a date and state what's a good time frame for you all, because I know you have your calendar.
I do have my calendar, however, Judge, this case,
Let me see if Norma has sent me a text message. No text message, so
I mean, maybe, we do have a murder trial in front of it
Yeah.
in September, but it would be September 12th.
all right. So Ray, how long do you expect this trial to last?
I think 3 days at the most, Judge.
3 days?
It's a restitution issue we're fighting about.
Okay, so you say September 12th?
We do have
Mhm.
a murder that probably should go, so I don't know if you want one where we sort of just put it where it probably would be the first one or not.
Well, this is what I do. The state is saying September 12th, they have a murder. And I know you're saying your issue is restitution amount.
Well, as you can see, based on the charge, Judge, they're alleging a large amount of money in it.
Yes. So let's do this. I'm going to put you all down for August 28th. And that'll give you a chance. That's not necessarily your trial date. That's for you all to look at restitution.
Okay, well,
And of course, Ray, if you want that to turn into a trial date, if that's Criminal Trial Division's week, we'll see if we can turn it into that. but we'll do 28th and I'll set it as for you all to figure out what the restitution amount will be.
Okay,
Yes,
Judge.
John.
All right, Caroline, on Jose Lozano, can you set that for August 28th?
Yes.
And in the other box, just put restitution.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse your honor.
After you sign that. All right, who else is here?
Judge, I'm here with, Mark was here first.
Okay,
We have John Meyer, Your Honor.
all right, if you guys will come forward.
You are ready, Your Honor.
All right. All right, we are currently in a bench trial at 9:30. So this is criminal trial division. How long do you expect this trial to last?
2 to 3 days, Your Honor, I would think. I don't know what the state says.
Yeah, the case in chief, John.
Okay. So state you have your calendar, and I know it's the murder calendar. But what date are you thinking? And Mr. Stevens, we do our jury trials on a Tuesday, but I'm going to set you all on one of the Mondays. And then the counsel who's out of county doesn't have to come down on Monday, but you and your client will need to be here. And that way you'll know what's happening on Tuesday. So your counsel doesn't have to come down if something is taking precedence.
So the jury selection, if we were reached that Tuesday, would be on Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon?
Tuesday afternoon. And we usually do jury selection about 1:30. Yes.
And I don't know how far, if you wanted to put this one first, but the murders, again, we have.
We're gonna have to get you a better calendar than that. That's just,
Years almost out.
yeah.
Years almost out. I'll
Okay.
be getting a new one. We have the September, it's a September 12th would be a trial date, but then the next one would be October 10th. And I don't know if that Monday, it's Columbus Day. I don't know if that's a holiday for the county or not.
No, I think there's no Columbus Day.
Okay.
I think it was exchanged for one of the, for another holiday.
So if you want to do it on October 10th, we did have a murder, but that murder's pleading on Monday. And that would be a date that would be first setting or first.
All right. So then we'll put it on October 9th.
Okay.
Yes, that will be that Monday.
Your Honor, can I say this?
Yes.
I sent an email to Norma. I didn't know she was out today, asking her to send a link to Mr. Baird in Austin.
Mhm.
I think this date is good for us. I'm
Okay.
not sure he went that far on his calendar, so.
Well, if it's not, remember October 9th, he doesn't have to actually be here.
Mhm.
And if the 10th turns out it's not good for you all, just let us know.
I'll
So
let
we'll,
you know as soon as I know something, Judge, on
all
that.
right. So your date is going to be October 9th with a eye towards jury trial on October 10th. And Mr. Meyer, if your attorney who's out of county, if those are bad dates for him as far as the October 10th date, then he just has to let the court know. But October 9th is definitely the date. All right, Caroline, can you give them a date for October 9th? And thank you for dressing appropriate for court. You always do. You're welcome. All right, Bob Barron.
Yes, Judge,
Yes, who do you have?
Christopher Davis.
Davis. All right, so this is going to be a jury trial State, what do you have available on your calendar?
The state is available,
You want me to put it with impact?
I don't think the state would be ready for an impact setting on this case. Your Honor.
Okay, so let me see, your impact is August 21st, correct?
That would be a little bit-
All right, so I can put it. Yes,
If I may, Judge, next, just so you know, September's gonna be a little iffy for me because my grandson's going to be born sometime in September and
oh, you gotta be there for that.
I've been tasked with running up there to watch my granddaughter while they go take care of the new one. So
All right, so do you have any idea in September?
the due date is September 25th, but my
But babies
granddaughter
come when they
was-
want to.
Yeah, my granddaughter was a little early, so we don't, yeah. But that's the only limitation I have that I know of.
All right, what is your week in October?
I don't know if we're the first or second week. Your Honor. I
Okay,
don't have that.
let me see, just 1 second. We're in August.
Wait a second. First week.
Criminal Trial Division.
Yes, sir.
Hi, what is your week in August? Are you the first week in August or the second week?
The first full week, Judge, is family violence. Our week is the 14th. or the
Okay.
15th of September. I'm sorry, of August.
And in October?
October, we are the second week, which is the 9th, 10th. And the family violence is the second and third.
All right, so what I'll do is, in this court, I try to switch off family violence, criminal trial division, of course. If either family violence or criminal trial division are like, yeah, even though it's not our week, we'll go on it and you all want to go on it, I allow that. But I'm gonna put you down for October 2nd.
Mhm.
If we do jury selection, it will be October 3rd. But I'm putting you down on the 2nd, so everybody can make sure that they have everything. Yes.
Your Honor, I do have a trial setting in the 304 court on October 2nd for CPS.
Ah, they don't do Zoom?
I don't know if they're going to do Zoom or not. The last time I had a Zoom meeting was back in May.
Arlene Gay is saying no.
For 262s and trial, they don't do it. Those two, the front end and the back end are live.
Okay,
Changing policy. Like.
Thank you.
And it's a trial setting.
Trial setting,
okay, and what date?
October 2nd.
All right. All right, criminal trial division, which week are you all in September?
September. We are. In September, we're the 11th, 12th, well, the first is on a Friday, but
Mhm.
then family violence is that first full week, which is Labor Day week. But, and then the
Okay.
following week, we do have the 11th and 12th.
All right, so I'm gonna put you all for September 5th.
5th?
Oh, I'm sorry, counsel, you just said you have your
Well,
grand trial,
at some point. Yeah,
but I mean, is it September 5th good for you or no? If it's not, just tell me.
yeah. I mean, I'd hate to commit to that and then have him be 3 weeks early or something.
Okay, all right. Well, I will tell you this, I'm not going to be here that week because it's a judicial conference, but I can put you down for September 5th and I will put a notation on the docket sheet and I will text the judge who's going to be here to let them know that if you have the birth of your grandchild, they'll know, so they won't hold you to it.
Okay, that would be good to have that in writing somewhere.
Yes, let me just tell you,
That's just,
I put everything on here and I'll also text the judge and let them know.
okay,
And you can let them know that I said. All right, so we'll put you down for September 5th. And so September 5th, that's a Tuesday because that Monday is a holiday. So jury selection will be taking place on that day.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. So they'll give you a reset form just so you can have the reset form so you know. And counsel, if something happens with your client's CPS trial, and they do it earlier, which I don't think they will, but if they do, just let the court know and we'll move things around.
All right,
All right, is there anything else?
I don't believe so.
And you dressed appropriately for trial. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed, but he's cut his hair, his beard.
Oh, oh my gosh. That's why I didn't recognize you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I did it just strictly for the trial.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah, that's completed. Yeah. Now I remember you. Okay.
I think the
All
last
right.
time you hear, you're like, when are you gonna cut that?
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back on in September.
All right.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll bring it over to you.
All right.
We have Kevin Owens, he is president of the courtroom.
All right. Kevin Owens. All right. On this case, how long are you all expected a trial? Excuse me.
No more than-
All right. And have you all conferred on a trial date?
No, we haven't conferred on that.
Well, if you all want to confer on a trial date, you can confer on the trial date. Otherwise, I'll give you one.
There was one little thing that I needed to talk to the court
Yes.
about. I know you said the motion to quash regarding the constitutionality of running the trial,
Yes.
but there's also that the indictment is vague.
Okay.
And that part, I'd like to see if we can have that heard before,
All
because
right.
if you grant it,
Yes.
then the
Well, what I'll
indictment.
do is your trials in here take place on Tuesday. I'll set it on a Monday.
Okay.
Yes. So if you all want to confer on a date, or you just want me to give you a date?
Anything specific? Let's just see when the court can do it and then.
All right, state when, do you know what your calendar is? Yes. Okay. Jason, they're saying they should take 2 days. It's a stalking case.
I mean, I guess it depends on how schedule of the defense, but we have August is, well, we're sort of in August already, so really we're looking at either September or October. And that'd be October 10th would be a trial date. Or want to push it to November, that would be November. It looks like November 7th, Judge.
All right, defense.
I am available the 10th. I know that's is Columbus Day a holiday for us?
No,
I don't
No,
believe so. I mean, Judge.
no, it's
It
not.
is a school
Okay.
holiday.
Yes.
but the 10th is fine. I don't look like I have anything that's gonna another trial that can go.
All right,
before
you're
this
saying
one.
October 10th?
Yes, Your Honor, that's a Tuesday.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll put you on October 9th so we can hear your motion. And then your jury trial will be October 10th.
Okay,
Judge, can the state be heard on a unrelated matter on this case also before we go forward?
Sure, what's the issue?
The defendant has been making comments on sort of alleged victims on their Yelp pages and things of that nature. Their various business accounts and Google reviews, and I would like the court to admonish him not to do that while this.
Okay, sure.
and next time, Hank, please talk to me about
Okay.
that, okay?
So
Before
here's
you
the,
address it with the court.
Yeah. here's the thing.
and everything.
I don't know what's happening on Yelp or whatever, but in a stalking case, that's somebody saying that you are stalking them, right? I don't know if this is true or not because I haven't received any facts or anything. But it would probably behoove you, if you're charged with stalking, not to go on people's Yelp page, not to comment on anything about their life or anything about their businesses or any of that. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm not saying you went on somebody's Yelp page. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know not to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to contact witnesses or the complainant in any form, shape, or fashion. Be that through using third parties, be that through writing something about them on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Yelp, or wherever. You understand?
Yes.
So you just, it's as though you don't know them. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your client going to have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If you will address that with him. All right. So we're going to come back on October 9th, and then your jury trial will be October 10th. And on October 9th, we'll address whatever motions there are to address.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And they'll give you a reset form to sign.
That's way back on the 9th.
Yes.
Good morning. You requested us to come back this morning on Miss Ashby.
All right. And where is Miss Ashby? All right, come forward. Yes. Yes, so your client said that they hadn't had contact with you, but they're saying the reason why is because I don't know, there was a holiday or some reason he said.
Okay.
So he didn't blame you for anything.
Okay.
But whenever people show up, even though we don't have pre-indicted cases, whenever people show up and say, I don't know who my attorney is, or I haven't had contact with my attorney, I always have the attorney come over to make sure that they have contact and everybody has good numbers.
I've made contact with them, Judge.
Okay, so it's a night mag case, so it doesn't have to be reset unless you want it on the docket.
No.
Okay,
Thanks, Judge.
sure, you're welcome. All right, Ashby. So this is for a jury trial. When are you all looking at for jury trial?
Just the next date the judge has available.
What's your date? This is a drug case, possession with intent 4 to 200 grams.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Judge. We have-
Oh, you guys switched impact, I think, with family violence.
Taking it, but I mean, we could take it over there if that case doesn't go, Judge.
Okay, all right.
That's
So-
the 20.
First.
21st of August.
All right.
Check that really, really quickly.
And are there any motions on this case?
Yeah, 21st should be fine.
All right, Caroline, can you put this for August 21st and put it for impact?
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Are there any pre-trial motions or no?
No.
All right. We'll call you back on the 21st. Ashby? I'm sorry, not Ashby.
Robin,
Thank you.
Robin Burnett.
Yes, what is happening?
She was on pre-trial diversion. She was under some kind of impression that she completed it. What I want to do is I want to contact them to get this reset about a week from now. If in fact she did not complete it, we have an offer that I expect that we'll take next time.
All right, so what I'll do is, do you want me to set it next week?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, when do you want it?
Not
7th,
a part
8th?
of the week, give me about a week to check this out.
All right, you want to put it then on August 14th?
Is that a Monday?
That's a Monday, or either I could do 15th, 16th, or either I can do it 7th, 8th, 9th,
How about the Friday? before 14th?
not on a Friday, any day but Friday.
Thursday?
Yes, so what Thursday do you want? There can be the 10th. Yes.
The
So-
Tomorrow's the third. That's right.
Yes. All right, Caroline,
Yes.
on Robin Hernandez, can you give them a reset form for August 10th?
Yes.
All right, who else is ready before we proceed with this trial?
Your Honor, I think we may need to approach one last time on Rios.
Yes. All right. And Deputy Laura, on Sam Ward, his attorney is out of county, but they're saying they could be here at 1:30. I know. Are you able to do that? Because I know Thursdays is sort of big. So if we can bring him back at 1:30. But Sean, I've noticed, I've been saying a lot. You know, my mom always says, if you hang around the barber shop, at some point in time, you're going to get a haircut. I think I've gotten a haircut and I didn't want one. So each time I say, buzz me, because my mom is saying, oh, no. I remember I was 4. And don't ask me how I remember this, but I do remember it clearly. You know, when you would go to the doctor for your checkups. So I went for my checkup and I knew a shot was coming because my mom had zebra gum with her. And that's what she would always give you, the zebra gum. So I go there and the doctor was asking me questions. And I kept saying, And so when we got back to the car, my mom said, do not say, do not say, it's yes or no. And she said, you should have been saying, yes, doctor, no, doctor. I'm like, sorry, I'll remember that. And then she said, here's your zebra gum. So that's why whenever I see the zebra gum or cinnamon gum, give me the bad news now. What's going on? All right. Yes, on Mr. Rios.
Judge, this is 2023 CR 112.
Oh, we're not on the record. What's going on? Are
Okay.
you?
Well, Judge, we have 14 motions. And I don't know that the court hasn't printed out or not, but the court can use my binder and then I'll just make a copy later if the court would like.
All right.
We just need to get them signed off.
All right, well, let's do this. I have some motions in my file. All right, the first one I have is motion for discovery and inspection of evidence.
Yes, Judge, I believe that's been complied with.
All right, so number 1, or you saying the entirety of it has been complied with?
That's correct.
All right, I'll note then that the state is in compliance per the defense. We're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 1124, State of Texas versus Martin Lee Rios. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Thanks to the state of Texas.
Defense?
Robert Featherston for the defense.
And are you Mr. Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So on the motion to discovery and inspection of evidence, counsel, you've stated that the state is in compliance.
That's correct.
Motion to discover state's expert witnesses.
State's indicated to me they're not gonna have any experts on this case.
All right, so state is in,
Your Honor, the state does not anticipate calling any experts on the case in chief. I think there's some fingerprint experts in the listed in there. I think sometimes that's just boilerplate and mention. I at this point don't anticipate calling them, but they are in the notice.
okay. Motion. All right, any motion for the hearing, any statements made by the defendant will be carried with trial. State, were there any statements made by the defendant?
I believe we did discuss some a moment ago, and the state will ensure that things that intend to be used are, you know, comply with the law in terms of Miranda.
All right, election for judge to assess punishment. Is that still the case, Mr.
Yes,
Featherston?
Judge, like the court to do punishment if it comes to that, and we'd like to waive and abandon the jury election for punishment.
Okay. Then the next one I have is the 404B, state you're in compliance with that.
Your Honor, I don't know that there's a lot of 404 or 3707 out there that the state would file notice on, but the state does have a notice, and to the extent that we proceed to trial on August 21st, you know, there could be some question about whether that notice is timely, and I think that may be a bridge we cross on the 21st after that notice is filed.
Okay. All right, and then production of, I guess, statements used to refresh witnesses' recollection.
To the extent that those are needed, I think it would just be like offense reports that have already been provided to defense and discovery. It would be basic things like that. It's impossible to really anticipate who's going to need their memory refreshed, but it would just be discovery already provided to defense.
Okay. Witness lists, do you have that?
Judge, they have emailed me a witness list.
Your Honor, I did check file 360, and it appears that one has been uploaded by the clerk, which indicates it must not be.
All right, does Deputy Laura need water or something? Okay. All right, they're asking that you refer to the complainant as complainant and not victim.
I think that's a reasonable request, and the state will make every effort to do so, and the state does make that effort even when that request isn't made.
Okay. Any agreements between the state and its witnesses?
I'm not personally aware of any agreements. I can look into that to ensure no agreements have been entered into.
All right, those are the only motions I have in the court's file.
Judge, did you have the 612, 615 motion?
Yes, we just did that one.
Okay. Good. The criminal histories, I'll get together with the state and I'll look at it. I don't expect them to produce it.
Mhm.
And Your Honor, with regard to the criminal history of the complainant, I do believe that's been in the file and the criminal history of the defendant. So at least to the extent of those two parties, it should be provided to the defense.
All right.
Judge, I've also provided the court the copies of a 3707, 609F and a speedy request letter.
All right.
Court doesn't need to take any action.
All right. And just for the record, the court is currently in a bench trial. And Mr. Featherston, we will put your case for trial as quickly as possible.
We're currently set for 21 August. Judge.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Nothing further from the state.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Heener. How do you pronounce your first name? I mean, your last name? Heener. All right, we're gonna bring you back at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Just have a seat. Here's Mr. Heener. I want you to remember whenever you're brought over, you need to follow the instructions of the deputy, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And then you're welcome. And we're going to take a 5-minute break. And then let them set up for Carlos Romero. Caroline, you can mute us.
But Hank's not taking Elizabeth back to this fucking house. Like normal, but you know what I mean? It's not normal. Just one quick thing. I don't think we witnesses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we're-
Are you all ready to start? Okay,
All right. I'm gonna head.
and this time I did bring healthy snacks.
Healthy stuff. You look so thrilled about.
No, I will tell you, I'm allergic. I think I may be allergic to mango, but I love mango. So I ate a slice to see if I'm allergic to it. We shall see what will happen.
Yeah.
But there's mango, there's grapes. And I even brought, yes, thank you. And I even brought organic animal crackers.
I thought that Bob.
I don't know how they have it, organic animal.
Judge,
Yes, she'll be back tomorrow.
I hope everything's going okay. But just because I was gonna talk to her about that.
Okay. Okay. Yes. All right, whenever you all want to do it, just let me know. You're welcome.
Oh, and Monday.
No, ah. See, I don't get that information, but I didn't hear any music. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and my mom told me to tell you hello. Well, you know, something weird happened to her today. She said somebody has pit bulls in the neighborhood. And there were 2 on her front porch.
I'll be back.
And my niece was being dropped off. My mom is very upset. So they came on her front porch, urinated and left. So now my mom has the Clorox out and cleaning it off. But people stop letting your animals run free. I know there's a lady across the street from my mom who has a pit bull, which is very friendly, but that pit bull hops the fence. That's how big it is. They can. So. Mhm.
Run around with him. He was like all happy, he's like waiting to get in, like, hey, I'm next. When did this play?
It's not, I don't think-
Run around, just shove it up, it's going back and forth. As soon as the doors open, run and it closes.
Oh, you're a genius. Okay. Oh, hopefully it'll. Let me see.
All right, everyone. So I want to make sure we get some testimony in before our noon break. Bridget,
here.
No, Bridget, you're always on time. So is either party going to want to do opening statements or no?
I just have like 1 or 2 minutes.
Sure. All right. And counsel, if you'll knock on Mr. Cox's office, thank you.
That's what it is.
He took a quick break.
All right.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, Diana, you ready? Court is going to call 2021 CR 5583, State of Texas versus Carlos Romero. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Hank Wilkins and Daniel Escobar for the state.
Defense?
Bridget Garza for defense.
And are you Mr. Romero?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are both parties ready to proceed? State,
We're ready, Your Honor.
defense?
Yep.
We're ready, Judge. We just gonna.
We need to submit an application, Judge.
Okay.
In the event.
Okay. Okay,
Fine.
thank you. Sure.
Certificate of witnesses.
All right, are parties ready to proceed?
We're just ready, Your Honor.
All right. State, would you proceed with the indictment, please?
In the name and by authority of the state of Texas, the grand jury of Baird County, state of Texas, duly organized, impaneled, and sworn as such on the May term AD to 2021 of the 290th Judicial District Court of said county, in said court as said term, to present in and to said court that in the county and state aforesaid and interior to the presentment of this indictment. Count 1, paragraph A. On or about the 16th day of August 2020, Carlos Romero did intentionally knowingly enter a habitation with intent to commit theft without the effective consent of Kelvron Hardwick, the owner. Paragraph B. On or about the 16th day of August 2020, Carlos Romero did intentionally knowingly enter a habitation and therein attempted to commit and committed theft without the effective consent of Kelvron Hardwick, the owner, against the peace and dignity of the state.
All right, to that, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Thank you. All right, are there any opening statements?
I have brief opening remarks, Judge.
All right, you may proceed.
Judge, you're going to hear from the initial officers on the scene in this case. When they arrived, they found the complaining witness was dead in the parking lot. You're going to hear that when they got to the apartment, the door appeared to have been forced open. And you're going to hear that when they entered the apartment, it looked like the apartment had been ransacked. Judge, you're going to hear from the CSIs who took photos of the scene and collected the evidence, including fingerprints at the scene. You're going to hear from the latent print examiner who matched the fingerprints at the scene to the defendant. You're going to hear from the detectives who investigated the case and interviewed the defendant. And during that interview, the defendant denied ever going to the scene. Your Honor, at the conclusion of this case, we're going to ask that you find the defendant guilty.
All right, defense, any opening?
We're gonna open, Judge. I remember on yesterday, Judge, you indicated that we needed to be here at 9 if there were any pre-trial motion.
Yes.
I can imagine you can take them with, along with the trial.
Yes,
So if there was a motion filed to Jackson be down.
yes.
So before this, that you're going to have that heard before the state.
And state, do you anticipate? Well, because it's a bench trial. If I decide not to let the statements in, of course, I can disregard. So we'll take it with the bench trial.
Thank you.
All right. All right, state, call your first witness.
The state calls Officer Joshua Lesperance.
All right, if you'll take a seat here, please. All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. If you'll state your name for the record and please spell it.
Joshua Lesperance, that's Joshua, Lesperance, Lesp as in Paul, ERANC as in Charles, E as in Edward.
All right, state.
Hey, good morning, officer.
Morning.
Could you introduce yourself to the court and tell the court how long you've been working for SAPD?
Officer Joshua Lesperance, been with the San Antonio Police Department for a little over 6 years. I've been on patrol for almost 6 years.
Okay, and did you get any special training and experience to be a police officer?
Spent 32 weeks at Police Academy, and then I've been on patrol for almost 6 years.
And what kind of calls do you go out on as a patrol officer?
Anything from minor disturbances to murders, family violence, assaults.
How many shootings do you think you've been called out on?
Probably dozens, I would say.
And were you on duty on August 17th, 2022?
Yes.
I'm sorry, 2020, August 17th, 2020.
Yes,
Were you wearing a body cam on that night?
I was.
Is it capable of making fair and accurate reportings of events as they occurred?
It is.
Judge, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1. Do you recognize this?
I do.
And how do you recognize it?
That's my signature at the top from today.
Okay, and did you watch this earlier?
Yes,
And is this a fair and accurate depiction of your body cam, the events of that night?
yes.
Your Honor, I move to admit the body cam pending any objection from the defense.
First objection.
Oh, you can, everyone, please remain seated because that's easier for the court reporter to hear. I do not take it as a sign of disrespect. It just makes it easier for everyone to hear. So you may remain seated, Mr. Cox, when you make your arguments.
Thank you. If it goes in with the audio portion, Judge, I would object to the audio portion of my position is that the officer testified in terms of what he's seeing, but in terms of the audio with other officers talking and a lot of other conversations, Judge, we would object to those.
State.
In addition to that, Judge, if we're here to try a burglary, in my position is that they're going to, I would imagine, try to present evidence of maybe some type of homicide. Judge, we feel that that information will be extremely prejudicial to my client, and he's not charged with that. So my position, Judge, is that anything with reference to any type of homicide shouldn't come in this trial, and the audio shouldn't. We'll object on that one.
All right, state with regards to the audio.
Yes, and we've muted officers' audio on camera, so it hasn't been altered except that I've muted the audio on this.
All right, then defense, the audio is muted. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted.
My second objection,
That will be overruled.
Permission to publish, Your Honor?
Granted.
Officer, help you refresh your memory, you have a copy of your report in front of you to reference.
Yes, it would.
All right, and just one moment, everyone.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, no, just 1 second. All right, we can proceed.
Your Honor, may I introduce the witness?
Yes.
So you were called out on August 17th, 2020 for why were you called out that night?
There was a shooting in progress call that came out at a nearby apartment complex to where it was.
Okay, and what was the location that you were called out to? Do you remember?
It was 3400 Salado Creek.
Okay, and so were you alone in the car? Or was there somebody with you?
I was alone.
What was the first thing that you saw when you got there?
First thing I recall, I saw several people in the parking lot that were kind of pointing me in a direction. I stopped my patrol vehicle and got out, and I was next to, I believe to be the victim, who was laying in the middle of the parking lot on the ground on his back.
Okay, how did he appear to you?
Appeared lifeless to me.
Did you know why at that point?
I did not.
How you didn't know how he was injured?
Correct.
And so did you call EMS?
EMS was en route already.
So what did you do next?
I just stood by, waited for other officers to arrive, just to secure the scene of what we had until we figured out what we had. And then once I did that, I went back to my patrol vehicle and observed that there was a car running in the parking lot not too far from me. I ran the license plate on my vehicle or the in-car computer, looked for information on the return, and then I used the return for that to possibly identify the owner. And then I ran the owner's information and then returned information in a picture that matched a similar description to the male that was laying in the parking lot.
And were you able to get an address where he lived from your investigation?
Yes, I observed that there was a local or nearby apartment that was registered to the owner of that vehicle.
And did you walk over to the apartment?
I did. There was another individual that was at the apartment complex that kind of led me to the apartment, which was right around the corner from where the vehicle was.
Okay. And when you got there, what did the door look like? What did you notice about the door?
The door was open. The door framework was broken. It appeared that somebody had entered the apartment through force.
It looked like somebody had broken in.
Correct.
That'll be overruled.
And then when you entered the apartment, can you describe the apartment to us?
The apartment looked in complete disarray. There was objects everywhere. We went in to verify that there was no injured persons or anything inside. But every room in the apartment appeared to be just completely disheveled.
And when you entered the apartment, did you enter that apartment with another officer?
I did. It's part of policy to have one more officer at least to clear a room or a building.
At that point, did you know if anybody else was in there?
I did not.
So was the purpose of going in with another officer for your safety?
Correct. It's my safety, just to make sure that if there is somebody in there is not supposed to be, that there's more officers there that can assist in handling any situation.
Okay, and is some of the math that goes into your decision to do that because you got called out for a shooting?
Correct. The shooting in a nearby apartment that had been appeared to be broken into.
Okay, and so once you entered the apartment, did you happen to walk through the living room to the bedroom?
Yes,
Then did you walk to the closet that was attached to the bedroom?
I did.
And what did you see in the closet?
I initially saw there was a safe on the floor. The safe door was partially open and there was tools sticking out of it. Appeared that somebody had tried to force their way into the safe.
Oh, Judge, may we approach?
Yes. Oh, you all don't have to approach because it's just, yes. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
I was gonna say though, that there are some images on there because of what we're dealing with. I don't know if you can allow that. Just give me facts on that.
No. Since it's coming to me, what we can do is if you want to place it on your laptop and we can all view it as opposed to publishing it.
Yes, sir.
Is that amenable to the defense? To me,
Just like it.
yes. Is there any objection to that? Your previous objection?
Not relevant to.
All right.
Just trying to see if I can do it. She might, but
All right, Deputy Laura, do you know if IT, did y'all check the connections?
yeah,
Because-
that's what I was doing while Hank was questioning the judge.
And did you put the HM?
HDMI,
Is it HDMI or is it laptop?
it's the HDMI
No.
for the small computer.
All right, so you want to try it again?
Yeah, I just did, Judge.
Is your computer?
Yeah.
Did you hook it to your laptop or?
I could try it.
Yes, let's try if you hook it to the laptop. Hello, Mr. Porter.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, it's always great seeing you.
else.
It's this PC you're using?
Yep. Shit, unless it just switches over, which would be funny. I just really quickly tried it. I'm gonna laugh if that's what it is. Let me click that too. Yeah, Judge, I tried putting it in the HDMI. It's still not working.
Okay. All right, if you all want to, then I will view it. Is there any way to? I think I have a disc player.
I have one, Judge.
And Deputy Lawyer, if you could call IT. Yeah, you know, I don't know why the equipment here in Bear County just does not work. It just doesn't want to work on a regular basis. Oh, no, if you give me, I can play it from here.
Judge, will the witness be able to see it? I or something?
No.
Would it be all right with you if I had the witness kind of see it behind? I mean, I've got like, it's, the video is pretty long, but there's only.
All right, let's do this. Can you call IT to come down?
Yes.
And we're going to get this working. And then everything else will run smoothly
Just don't roll it, Judge.
here.
I've had judges just come over here and everybody just kind of. Because this isn't the first time everybody just kind of huddles like this around the laptop and everybody just kind of.
But the only problem is then the witness won't be able to see because and then your client won't be able to see. I mean, of course, we could do share screen, but I don't want to do that because of the nature of what you all are telling me that we will be seeing. Ah, they will be here in 5 minutes. All right, so we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Oh,
We thought it was this morning.
that's what always happens in this court. We think it's But we have,
Called phone Chiron. You ever seen that?
I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Hey, but we have a student here. And he's from the fourth court, so he's coming down. So what's happening right now is our equipment isn't working, and usually our equipment, it's coming up now. Usually our equipment does not work. But when you get a chance, when they come back, if you want to talk to defense attorneys, if you want to talk to the state, you're more than welcome to talk to them.
I think we're.
So this is a bench trial,
Let's play it.
and I'm listening to evidence once it begins again. And I'm going to be making a decision on whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty.
Yeah.
Robert Porter. We have a student for you here. Yes. So Robert Porter is a great attorney. Feel free to ask him any questions. Robert, you want to tell him what you do?
I watch other people's like.
And let me just tell you, that is a good idea. I would always, when I had free time, I would just sit in different courts. And I would sit in different courts and watch different attorneys. So you can pick up different skills, or either you can say, I wouldn't have done that. It's easy, of course, when you're in the peanut gallery to say, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? But it'll give you a chance to look at things. And sometimes there are strange things that happen in a case, or some strange new law that you never thought about and it never came up. And it's always good to see someone else and how they handled that before it comes your way.
Working out good.
I'm right.
All right, so we're good.
Yes, sir.
State, have you tested?
We started playing it. Audio works, video works too.
All right, so you want to have your witness come back? And it's Mr. Cox.
He's in the men's room.
Okay.
If you want that on.
All right, you may have a seat. And Dinah, we're back on the record. All right, so the rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. All right, Mr. Cox, my understanding is that all of the equipment is working. Deputy Laura, video. All right, so states, you're on the record. You're introducing State's Exhibit number 1. The court has admitted State's Exhibit number 1. And are you asking to publish it at this time?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay, officer, if we could, we've got your body cam playing here. And for purposes of the record, can we skip to time 4:35:40? And can you tell the court what you're seeing here?
Appears that I'm arriving on scene. And that was the victim lying there in the parking lot.
And so this is when you first pull up. So you see the victim there. And so what are your duties now as the first person to show up on the scene?
When I show up on scene, is basically to secure the area, make sure that there's no immediate threats in the area, and then secure the actual scene itself, as well as to provide any kind of medical aid that would be possible.
I'm sorry, could you make sure you speak up and speak into the microphone?
Can you hear this, sir?
I can't.
I think they hear me.
Okay. My duties when I arrive on scene are to secure the scene and make sure there's no immediate threats in the area. talk to any witnesses and essentially stand by and do anything that's necessary.
Okay, and EMS is on their way at this point, or is that EMS attending to the victim there?
Yes, sir.
And then what did you do next?
After, while medical aid was being provided, I went back to my patrol car to a vehicle that was running in the parking lot just behind where my patrol car is. I ran the license plate number on it on the in-car computer inside my patrol vehicle, and then I ran the name from the registration to check the information as far as that to see if there's any driver's license or identifying information that came back for the registered owner. And I was able to find information as well as a picture ID that matched a similar description to the victim that was in the parking lot. And then I realized that it appeared he had a nearby apartment.
Okay, so for purposes of the record, we're at 4:42:37, and that's the in-car computer that you're using there to try and ID this for the victim.
Yes, sir.
And do you remember the name of the victim?
That'll be sustained.
And when you ran the information in the in-car computer, what name came back? Judge, this isn't for the truth of the matter. This is what he found when he investigated who was lying in the parking lot.
All right. All right, that'll be overruled.
I do not recall his name at this time.
Okay. But you were able to find that his address was in the apartment complex that you were in?
Correct.
And does your report indicate the address of you that you pulled up?
I don't recall the number based off of my report.
Okay. On your report, you put in that it was objection. Can't leave it.
All right, so you all can remain seated when you make your objections. That objection will be sustained.
Do you want to take a moment to review your report and see if the address is on there?
Yes, sir. That's all right. I believe I have the apartment number for the neighboring apartment, but I don't believe I have the victim's actual apartment number in here.
Okay, but just without the apartment number, do you know the street address?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's at 3400 Slotto Creek Drive.
Okay, good deal. And we're going to skip ahead in the video a little bit to 4:46:59. And can you tell us what's going on here?
I'm shown this apartment. The door was open. The door frame, the framework to the door was damaged and appeared that it had been forced open.
I think we're gonna see that on your body cam here in a moment, but it looked to you like it had been forced open. Why did it look that way?
The framework on the inside of the door was damaged and ripped off of the wall, which is indicative of some sort of forced entry.
So it's your opinion that somebody forced their way in there?
Objection currently.
All right, that'll be overruled.
So is it your opinion that someone forced their way into the apartment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and can you tell the court what's going on now?
At this time, we're doing the protective sweep of the apartment to make sure that there's no injured persons or any potential suspects or anything like that inside of the apartment.
And for purposes of the record, we're at 44700. And can you tell the court where you are now in the apartment?
This is the bathroom that leads into the attached closet where the safe was located.
Okay, so for purposes of the record, we're at 44816. Is that your flashlight that we see?
Yes, sir.
And so are the lights, the overhead lights inside the closet, are they on?
They are not.
Okay, and what do you see on top of that? Actually, first of all, what's on the bottom left corner of the screen there?
That is a safe that was on the floor.
And what do you see on top of that safe?
That is a silver adjustable wrench.
Okay, and is the door of the safe, is the safe open or closed?
The safe door was partially open.
Do you remember were there tools inside, like stuck inside the safe?
Yes, there were other metal tools that were inside of the opening to the safe that appeared that they were used to pry open the door.
And was whoever was trying to open the safe, were they successful in getting it open all the way?
No,
So it was partially open, but not open all the way.
correct.
And if you had to, there's more than one tool used to open the safe?
Yes, sir. There were several tools scattered around the floor, around the safe and on the safe itself.
Just playing the video again, we're at 44820. You're still, where are you in the apartment?
In the main closet attached to the bathroom and the bedroom.
And so this room is what room is this?
This is the bathroom and then it's looking into the bedroom.
Okay. So the layout of the apartment, when you first walked in, what's the first room that you were in?
It's like a sitting room or TV room, family room.
Like a living room or a sitting room? Okay.
Yes.
And then when you walk through that room, what's the next room?
The next room to the left was this particular bedroom,
Okay, and then when you walk through that room, what's through there?
a bathroom.
And then when you get through the bathroom, what's next?
There's the closet to the right.
So the safe that you saw was in the closet.
Correct.
We're gonna skip ahead in the video, sir, to 5:45:46. And can you tell the court what's going on here?
Here's myself and another officer were looking at the damage to the door trim.
Okay, and so can you describe, do you have any opinion about the door and its condition?
The framework or the trim on the interior of the door was damaged, as well as it appears to be like the strike plates and things for the deadbolts.
And did you make any determination about whether someone had kicked or pried open the door?
I don't recall making a determination.
Okay. Do you have an opinion now as to how the door got open?
Speculation.
Sustained.
Based on your training and experience as a police officer, do you have any opinion?
You can remain seated.
How the door got open?
Could I take one more there? I object to the question.
All right. And what is your objection?
Predicate. There's-
All right, that'll be sustained. The objection is sustained. And state, if you want to lay a foundation then the court will hear it.
Have you investigated crimes where doors have been busted down before?
I have,
About how many?
say several dozen at least.
Okay. And how long have you been with SAPD?
I've been on patrol for almost 6 years now.
And how many property crimes have you investigated in that time?
I'd say hundreds, if not thousands.
And based on that training and experience, do you have an opinion on what happened to the door in this case?
I would do my objection.
Your Honor, I think based on the testimony of the officer, his experience in property crimes and crimes where doors have been forced open, I think he can offer his opinion. It should be up to the court to, the weight, not admissibility of that opinion.
All right. Defense, if you want to voir dire the witness on that point, you may voir dire the witness on that point. Otherwise, the court will make its ruling.
If I may, officer, in your training as a police officer, have you ever been trained in terms of determining the damage to something like a door, to make determinations as to how it was damaged?
We had training on some of that, but
I'm sorry. So you're not testifying that you received training in the academy about you see a door, you make some type of analysis on how a door was damaged, that kind of stuff. You have any training on that?
well, throughout the academy, we did cover property crimes and damaged property. So
Training specifically in terms of how to determine how damage was done, or how do you make determinations in reference whether something was pushed in by a ram or whether it was kicked in by somebody's foot? Any training on that in the academy?
not specific, but there are training as to looking in experience when you can see foot marks on doors or tool marks on doors. If there's tool marks and no footprints, that would suggest that it was forced open with a tool and not like being kicked in.
So you receive expert training on being like a tool mark examiner? Are you trained in that area?
I am not an expert tool examiner.
I remove my objection.
All right, objection is overruled. You may ask your question.
So do you have an opinion as to whether the door was forced open or not?
Yes, I believe it to be forced open.
Officer, we're gonna skip to 8:23:50 in the video. If you can describe to the court, we're back in the closet with the safe again and the lights are on, but can you describe to the court what's going on back here?
At this time, I was looking into the safe to see what was in there because there was a gap between the door where it had been pried open. I was able to see like vacuum sealed or plastic wrapped what appeared to be a marijuana type substance and currency.
Okay. And so is it your opinion that that was marijuana in the safe?
That's what it appeared to be, yes.
Oh, did it smell like anything in the apartment when you were walking in there?
According to my report, it smelled as if there was marijuana in the apartment or had been in the apartment.
I passed the witness, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Officer, have you ever been into that apartment?
I have not been to that apartment.
And you say you've been officer as a PD about 6 years now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. in that time period, you've been to many, many calls, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's fair to say that you perhaps gone to calls where you go to a house and it could be in disarray.
Hmm.
And it's not a burglary call, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, sometimes people are not real neat in terms of how they keep their homes, correct?
Correct.
I'll pass this.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, so this witness excused or subject for recall.
Subject to recall, Judge.
All right, the rule has been invoked. You cannot discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Make sure you're available in case you're needed for recall.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. State, call your next witness.
State calls Stephen Trevino, Judge.
I'm sorry, who?
State calls Officer Stephen Trevino.
All right, thank you. All right, if you'll take a seat here, please. If you'll raise your right hand, you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right, if you can lower your hand, please make sure you keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear and everyone else can hear. If you'll state your name for the record and please spell it.
Stephen Trevino, Steven. Trevino, Trevino.
State.
Officer Trevino, who do you currently work for?
SAPD, City of San Antonio,
How long have you worked for them?
a little over 5 years.
What do you currently do for SAPD?
I'm a patrol officer,
And are you assigned to a specific area?
South Patrol Daylight now.
And what area does that cover?
Mayfield, 35, Zazamora, South Cross, South Side Perimeter. Oh, okay, yes, ma'am. South Cross.
And sir, if you could just make sure to speak slowly so that the court reporter can take a record of what's being said, okay? So on August 16th of 2020, were you working on that day?
Yes, sir.
And would you have been in a uniform?
Yes, sir, and a marked patrol vehicle.
And do you recall, were you called out to a specific scene that night?
Yes, sir.
What were you called out for?
It was shots fired at first, then it came out to a shooting in progress.
And when you got to the scene, what did you see?
We saw a male laying in the parking lot with the officer Lesbrance already there, with a couple of male witnesses standing around.
And did you get a chance to canvass the area and speak to some witnesses?
Yes, sir.
And after you did that, what did you do?
We canvassed the area for witnesses, then we looking for shell casings. I tried to check out the victim as well and talked to Officer Lesbrance about him being non-responsive. And then we made location to his apartment.
And how far away was his apartment from where he was?
Maybe 30, 40 yards, maybe.
So not that far?
No, sir.
Do you remember what was the victim's name?
I don't remember his name, no, sir.
Would it have been in your report?
No, sir.
So you go to this man's apartment. What did you see when you saw his apartment?
First thing I noticed was the door looked like it was forced open, either kicked open or pried open.
And did you search the home?
We canvassed the apartment, sir, to make sure nobody was inside.
And when you canvassed the apartment, what did you see?
First thing I noticed was the apartment was ransacked. Looked like everything was tossed around. Looked like somebody was looking for something. Once me and Officer Lesbrance made it to the back room. We saw the closet with a safe in there.
And when you looked at the safe, what did it look like?
Looked like somebody tried to force it open.
And how could you tell that?
There's tools still attached to it, tools around it. It was scratched up, it was dented, and it was lifted even off of the floor because it was screwed to the floorboards.
So it was bolted into place.
Yes, sir.
So after you made these observations, what else did you do?
We waited for CSI, a sergeant to come out, and night CID as well.
So you wouldn't have been the one that collected any of the evidence.
No, sir, not at all.
And so would you agree that your role became more of just security?
Yes, sir, at that point, yes, sir.
And on that night, were you equipped with body worn camera?
Yes, sir, I was.
Are you trained how to operate it?
Yes, sir.
And have you had a chance to watch your video from that night?
Yes, sir.
And as far as you could recall, did it make true and accurate recordings of what you saw that night?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Officer Trevino, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It is the disc with my name and my badge number that I placed on it and with the date.
Okay, and what was on this disc?
My body worn camera footage from that night.
And aside from any redactions for legal purposes, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, State would offer State's Exhibit number 2 into evidence.
Any objection?
Is my understanding that it's muted, and if so, I would object to an audio. In addition, that any viewing with reference to any other crime, we would object to that.
Okay. All right. So is there audio on this or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then with regards to the defense objection, that objection will be overruled. State's Exhibit number 2 is admitted.
So Officer Trevino, were you the officer assigned to follow up with the investigation of this case?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you ever find a suspect at the scene while you were there?
No, sir.
So aside from the initial call out and investigating the apparent victim's apartment, you didn't play any other role?
No, sir.
Counsel witness.
Defense.
Also, were you you weren't the first officer on the team, were you?
No, sir.
Okay. When you arrived on the scene, how many officers were on the scene?
I don't recall, sir.
Were they more than 5, less than 5? Any idea?
At the time when I first got there, probably be less than 5.
And I believe you testified you weren't a part of collecting any evidence or anything like that.
No, sir.
In term, you testified that you did go to a location where there's an apartment that was appeared to be ransacked in your work, correct?
Yes, sir.
In terms of roping off that area or securing that area, that apartment, were you involved in that at all?
No, sir. I didn't set up the tape.
I bet it was.
State.
Nothing from the state.
All right. Is this witness excused or subject for recall?
Excuse from the state.
Subject.
All right. The rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Please make sure you're available in case you're recalled.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. State, call your next witness.
Your Honor, the state calls Jessica Sanchez.
All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, have a seat. Just make sure you keep your voice up so that both the court reporter and everyone can hear. If you'll state your name for the record and spell it, please.
I am CSI Jessica Saldivar, JESSICA, Saldivar, SALDIVAR.
All right, state.
So CSI Saldivar now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Were you recently married?
I was divorced.
So you were formerly CSI Jessica Sanchez?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure. So who do you currently work for?
I currently work for the San Antonio Police Department as a crimes investigator
And how long have you worked for SAPD?
since 2018, so almost it's going on 6 years.
And what do you have to do as a CSI investigator for SAPD?
I document crime scenes, so I photograph, analyze, collect evidence, sketch, and video recordings and search the scenes.
So on August 17th of 2020, were you called out to a scene to collect evidence and to document the crime scene?
Yes, I was.
Do you remember where you were called out to?
According to my report, it was a 3400 Salado Creek Drive. It was an apartment complex. I was there to assist another CSI.
And do you remember what side of town was this apartment complex on?
I believe it was the north side, or according to San Antonio Police Department, we categorize that side of town as the north side.
Okay, but that's in Bexar County?
Yes.
So on that day, what did you do as a part of this case?
I completed a video recording of the case, as well as I processed items for fingerprints.
Okay. And whenever you make a video recording to document a crime scene, what do you do?
For video recordings, I try to give a different perspective of the crime scene. So besides photos or stills, you have an actual recording of the crime scene. So I have a video camera and I would walk through the scene as I see it. That way you just have a different perspective of it.
So it's kind of like the photos and your video, they go together, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And do you remember, did you have to enter an apartment that night?
I did.
And do you remember whose apartment was that?
I don't remember exactly the person. I'm guessing it was the victim or the deceased person.
And what was that person's name?
Objection, Judge, it'd be based on hearsay. If she doesn't have personal knowledge of it.
All right.
Is that information contained?
No, just one second. All right. So state, the defense's objection will be sustained unless you want to lay some sort of foundation.
No. Have you had a chance to view the crime scene video from that day?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And was it a true and accurate, I guess, depiction of what the crime scene appeared on that night?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Now, have you had a chance, I'm showing you what's been marked as state exhibit number 3. Have you had a chance to view the video that's on this disc?
Yes, I have.
And as far as you're aware, was it a true and accurate recording of the crime scene video you took that night?
Yes, it is.
And as far as you're aware, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No.
Yeah. Your Honor, state would move to, or state would offer state exhibit number 3 into evidence.
Defense.
Your Honor, my objection to 673, I believe that video will show evidence of other crime that's not in alleged in the indictment. My position is that not relevant to this case, that portion of it. So my objection would be with terms of relevancy to that portion, and that it's extraneous to the indictment that's before.
Right. That objection will be overruled. State's exhibit number 3 is admitted.
Permission to publish, Judge?
Granted.
So I'm showing you the video that's marked MVI-0260 that's contained on the disc. What is this a video of?
This is a video showing apartment 315 at the apartment complex I was dispatched at and what I saw.
Now, as you were processing the scene, were there other crime scene investigators who were also working on the scene?
Yes, there were.
And what were they doing? Do you know?
The CSI that was there prior to my arrival was CSI Sarabia, and he was the lead CSI. So he photographed, documented, processed for fingerprints, and collected the items of evidence.
I'm gonna stop the video here. It's at 3:33 according to the video, Claire. What are we seeing here?
This was a safe that was located in the closet of the apartment, and it appears to be tampered with.
And did you find any other evidence of tampering throughout the apartment?
Throughout the apartment, we also observed, I think, the keypads from a safe. There was more than one safe that had been tampered with. There was this safe as well as another safe in the apartment.
Yeah, I'm going back to 207 for just a brief. Where was that other safe located? Do you remember?
I believe it was in the bedroom. I think it was a smaller kind of safe.
Stop the video at 247. Do you see that safe here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and so you said that that one had also been tampered with?
Yes.
And so after you filmed this crime scene video, what else did you do?
I have processed items in the apartment for latent prints with black powder.
And where did you process? Do you recall?
I processed there at the location.
Were there specific areas that you recall processing?
Yes.
And what were they?
They were the restroom toiletries, a television, a hair plastic container or caboodle, light switches, cell phone boxes, restroom doors, and the small black safe.
And would another CSI process other items of evidence?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
All right, defense.
Good afternoon, Ms. Salvatore.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a few questions for you. What is your training to become a crime scene investigator? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I also worked for the property evidence facility at a 555 academic court as a custodian in a chain of custody. I also did 360 hours of TCO credit or classroom training to be a CSI. And then prior to that, I was also in the Army.
And you said you have 360 hours of TCO training?
Yes, TCO.
Is that specific to the crime scene investigator?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you need that specifically to be a crime scene investigator?
Yes.
And specifically to collect, sketch and document the crime scene, is that what you need?
Yes, ma'am, as well as a bachelor's.
So for the San Antonio Police Department, do they require any additional training?
Yes, ma'am, they do.
What do they need specifically?
It's continuous education for promotions.
Is it yearly?
It depends on the person. You can go up to a level 4.
And what level are you?
I'm a 2.
And how long have you been a 2?
Since July 2020.
And you said you were there to assist another crime scene investigator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Since you were there to assist the lead investigator, does he tell you what your duties are at this crime scene? Is that how it works?
We delegate based on the needs of the scene. We also follow or we go along with the follow-up detective who's in charge of the scene at the time.
So let me just get this clear. The lead investigator is delegating to you what duties you have at the scene. Is that correct?
We separate it based on the needs of the crime scene. So
Before
we,
you arrive at the scene?
not before we arrive. Because I don't know usually what I'm getting into at the time.
So I guess I'm confused. When you arrive at the scene, do you already know what your duties are, what you're gonna collect, what you're gonna sketch? Is that correct?
No, ma'am, I don't.
So you arrive at the scene and you just pick and choose what you're going to do? Is that how it works?
I'll go through the scene with the lead CSI and see what is needed at the crime scene, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay, so then let's talk about the scene. You said that you processed latent prints and then you decided to video record the scene.
I video recorded first and then I
Those were
processed.
basically your 2 tasks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know if the lead officer collected any drugs that were found at the scene?
I don't know if the lead officer did.
I'm sorry, the other CSI investigator.
I would have to look at his report.
You don't know if that was collected.
No, I don't.
When you were video recording the scene, did you notice that there were drugs at the scene?
Based on my memory, I believe there was, but I don't know if it was in the video at this time.
But you didn't collect the drugs that were there?
I didn't collect any of it.
And you don't know if the lead investigator did either?
I would have to look at his report.
Did you also notice that on the scene that there were bullets there at the scene and you didn't collect those bullets?
Yes, they're in the video recording. However, I did not collect those anything to bullets or shell casings.
And again, you don't know if the other lead officer collected those bullets either?
I believe he did.
He did?
Yes.
And so you were primarily tasked with the latent prints and the video recording.
Yes, I also did a sketch of the exterior scene.
I have no further questions.
All right, state.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
All right, is this witness excused or subject for recall?
Excused.
So,
All right, the rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Please make sure you're available in case you're recalled. All right, you may step down.
Thank you.
All right, and we're off the record. State, how many more witnesses do you anticipate?
3 or 4, Judge. There's one that we believe that he should be on jury. We requested, we hadn't gotten confirmation yet, but we have at least one witness we know that was still here.
All right, and this witness that's still here, how long are you anticipating?
It could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, with also if you add in the defense questioning.
All right.
That's. I'll figure it out.
And this witness, what are they going to testify to?
They were another CSI investigator who also processed the scene, who took photographs of the scene, just generally things of that nature.
All right, and the only reason why I'm asking is because I promised everyone they would get their noon break. So this is what we'll do. We're going to recess slightly early, but everyone will need to be back here at 1:15. So that will give everybody an hour lunch break.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
All right, is there anything else?
nothing on it.
All right, so we'll be back at 1:15.